Welcome back to the present. How we're doing this beautiful Wednesday morning. I hope you guys are waking up well, depending on the area you are. I just woke up. It's for 4 a.m. American time. Wherever time you are, I hope you guys are having a blast and you guys are having a good day so far. So we're going to be discussing a few topics today on the Arsenal present. Before we continue, let's also adhere to our ritual in this part of the channel. Please like the video, please subscribe, and make sure you turn on your notification bell. One more time, like the video, subscribe, and make sure you turn on your notification bell. Let's make sure everything is good on this side. Let's make sure it's streaming. Yes, seems to be going well thus far. So, shout out to Mr. Fossa, first in the building. Good morning, sir. Good morning to you, Mr. Fossa. I hope you are doing very well, sir, on your own side. I hope you woke up well. I hope you're having a good day so far. So you're welcome to the present. So where do we start from? Today is the last match of the US tour, courtesy as Arsenal Twitter or Arsenal X, whatever you want to call it. You can see it right there on the picture on your screen. Our final US tour, we play Liverpool today. So that should be an exciting match, provided touch wood, hopefully we do not incur any form of injuries to any of our key players or even French players. Provided you have no injuries, results is if win, that's great. But for me, I'm sure a lot of Arsenal fans, we are keen on the performances rather than the result and the fitness of our players. And hopefully we come out on scale with no injuries. Mr. Fosa saying Marseille should stop being cheap and pay up. Hopefully we'll get there. It's lined up on the stream today. Marseille trying to haggle over the fee. But I think eventually Arsenal and Marseille will get there. We know how these things happen in the preliminary stage of a transfer. So we know clubs will try to find a way to play their gamesmanship to get the best deal for themselves, which they should. Every club should try and get the best deal for themselves. But I just think eventually Marseille and Arsenal and Nketiah will get there. So before we get to that part of the conversation, if you guys like the video, please do check and make sure you're liking the video, and make sure you're not yet subscribed. Make sure you are subscribed to the channel. So we play talking about Liverpool there. Let's jump to the story that came out late last night about Eddie Nketiah. Marseille make improved offer to sign Eddie Nketiah from Arsenal. New bid nearing 20 million euros. 20 million euros, not even 20 million pounds. 20 million euros, similar to previous, but closer formula to formula Arsenal want. So that's kind of very, very, I don't know how to interpret that. If it's similar to the previous bid, Arsenal rejected, but the formula is different. Maybe there's some discrepancies we need to know. There's some things we don't know about certain deals, so I can understand what's going on there. Likely to be deemed unrealistic, but talks are ongoing. 5-year deal agreed, 25-year-old Kane. So it just shows that Eddie Nketiah and Marseille have agreed personal terms on a 5-year deal, but they are yet to agree a transfer fee, which, like I said, like Mr. Fosa rightly pointed out, Marseille should stop being cheap. I think eventually Arsenal and Marseille will reach a compromise. We need to sell this player. He is not going to get game time. He is not of the required quality as Arsenal at the moment. Eddie Nketiah is not a bad player. He's not a bad player, but for where we are, our trajectory at the moment, he does not meet the mark on merit. He does not meet. We have to stop being sentimental to certain players because they are alien products, right? We have to just do what we have to do. Unfortunately, right now, Eddie is not of the mark. We need to sell it. On the flip side, people asking for us to just go and sell it for 50 million pounds, 40 million pounds. I get that part of the conversation. But on the flip side, 20 million euros is not a bad fee. Hear me out. Don't tell me I'm trying to be cheap or sabotage Arsenal's transfer. Hear me out. If we sell him for at least 25 to 20 million euros or 25 to 20 million pounds and insert a 50%, 55% sell-on clause, we still make a profit. Sometimes you look like a long game, because if we cannot agree a fee and we hold on for 40 million pounds and Marseille refuse to budge, we might still have these players staying at Arsenal for the next few windows. We do not want that. So sometimes it's smarter to play the long game. What's the long game? Selling for relatively cheap, but insert a substantial sell-on clause, because trust me, I believe Nketiah will go to Marseille and tear it up. And if he's going to a bigger club from Marseille, we have a healthy chunk of our money back. Remember how we signed Calafiori? Basel inserted a healthy chunk of 50% sell-on clause into the contract that made them to make at least a bit of money back. So looking at it simplistically, right, 20 million euros is very disrespectful and can be considered derisory. But if you look at the long game and the efficient game, 20 million euros or 20 million pounds is not small. Selling for that and insert a healthy sell-on clause, we get our money back. So we have to find a way to make sure we sell Nketiah. He's a good player, even though he's not of the required quality as Arsenal, but can go elsewhere and make an impact for himself. So guys, do not forget to like the video. You have 5 people in the building. Shout out to you guys. Please strike the like button. Very, very important. Subscribe, and make sure you turn on your notification bell. So let's see how this deal is going to progress. I am very, very optimistic that Nketiah will be a Marseille player in the near future. I understand that they are both Arsenal and Marseille are arguing about the fee for now, but trust me, they'll find a way to get this deal done. Especially when you look at the formula, it's getting close to what Arsenal want. It's just the fee. I get 20 million euros looks very, very small. Let's be fair, it's very small. But if you're going to play the long game, you can put a 50% sell-on clause, or if Marseille agrees to pay something like 30 million to 35 million pounds, then this deal should get done in the nearest, at least in the next 2 weeks to get done. I expect Nketiah to be a Marseille player in the near future, or maybe other Premier League clubs might get interested. But for him to have agreed a 5-year deal, personal terms with Marseille, it shows his heart is stuck on going to Marseille. So let's see how this deal progresses and let's see how it goes. So moving away from Eddie, let's look at some other things. Yesterday, I'm sure you guys have seen the pre-recorded video I did yesterday regarding Moreno. According to reports circulating in Spain and by some credible journalists, Moreno has agreed personal terms with us. Now, that's fantastic news. Very quality player. He might not be the most marquee, most elaborate signing, but it's an efficient signing that will move the needle at Arsenal. This guy can play 6, can play 8. Is decently athletic. Is tall, good tackler, a unit in the midfield. So this is a quality signing. Not every signing will be marquee. Not every signing will be what will I call it? A 50 million, 100 million signing. There's some signings that are extremely shrewd, 25 billion, 30 million, but they'll be effective. They'll move the needle. They will change the trajectory of the team. And I believe Moreno will come to our midfield and add needed creativity and guile to that midfield. Like I said, he might not be the most elaborate. Some of you are concerned about his age. We can't continue to sign youngsters all the time. Even though he's 28, he has played in Premier League before. He has prior experience of Premier League, so he's not going to be new. There won't be any culture shock him coming back from Spain to England. So with the fact that he's going to play in a Mikel Arteta system, which I'm sure he has been briefed during the conversations for him to agree personal terms, I am so optimistic and looking forward to this deal. I know a lot of Arsenal fans are turning their nose that, kind of an underwhelming signing. I do not subscribe to it to be an underwhelming signing. This is a fantastic signing. He might not be the most elaborate, but for me, in my personal opinion, it's a fantastic signing that will come into the club and do a job. It reminds me of the Wijnaldum deal from Newcastle to Liverpool. It wasn't the biggest signing. It wasn't the most elaborate signing, but it was an effective signing that moved Liverpool forward. So I'm expecting the same from Moreno. So let me know what you think. What you guys think? Comment section. Are you excited about the prospects of all signing Moreno? Are you underwhelmed, or are you excited? Let me know, because the more I look at it, I weigh and gauge what's on social media. There are mixed feelings. So people actually like the signing, while others are saying, we could do better. And if you look at the market is not flush with a lot of quality players that are available to be sold. Even in the midfield, like you want us to go and sign Bruno Gomes for 100 million from Newcastle, where Bruno Gomes actually moved the needle, or just a bragging signing? We have to be very smart and sharp as Arsenal fans not to fall for all kinds of narrative. Bruno Gomes playing for Newcastle, I've watched him a lot of time. He's not a signing that will move the needle at Arsenal, in my personal opinion. What does he do particularly well, aside from just being a physical player running in the midfield? Arsenal have moved. See, we can't just be signing players because they are good road runners. No, we have to sign players that can come to our club and change the trajectory of our team, that can move us forward, that have experience. We can't continue to sign 21-year-old, 22-year-old. No, bringing an experienced player like Moreno is very, very imperative, especially when we're going to be fighting on all front in the Champions League, in the Premier League against a monster like Man City, in the Champions League against monsters like Real Madrid, in the Carling Cup and the FA Cup. We need quality players, not just quantity. We need quality players. He has availability. He has the skill set. And I understand some of you might not be impressed with the statistics at Real Sociedad, but trust me, those statistics are skewed based on the teammates and the players he's playing with. Coming to an answer that quality players, those stats will be very much more impressive. So we need to actually balance our opinion, balance our narrative regarding certain players. They might not look the best aesthetically in certain clubs, but when you move to other clubs where they are quality players, to actually help them showcase their talent, they become monstrous. And the more I look at it and watch this guy, I just think it's a perfect fit for our team. Is a perfect fit for our team. So I'm not underwhelmed. I like this signing. I love it, and I think it will be a success at Arsenal, in my humble opinion. So yesterday too, we saw some reports called Sky Sports from Germany that Arsenal actually monitoring Leroy Sané. Now, Bayern has offered him a new contract. He's yet to sign it, but Arsenal are just lurking around to see whether he'll be available. Now, if you ask my opinion, based on what I know, Leroy Sané, he played for Man City for a while before he moved to Bayern. Injury record's not the best, and I don't want us Arsenal signing players who cannot guarantee us a certain level of certainty and availability. So I'm not too, what would be the right word? I'm not optimistic about this, but if Mikel Arteta and Edu think they can bring him to do a job, he can play on the wing, on the second wing on the left. He can do that. He can play in the midfield. We know Arsenal likes to sign profiles, not position these days. So I understand why Arsenal want to go for an experienced campaigner like Leroy Sané, but I'm just overly concerned with his injury record. We can't be bringing players who have dodgy injury record. It's not that horrible, but it's still a bit dodgy there. So I don't know what's going on there. Just speculation that Arsenal are looking around and looking in case he doesn't agree a deal with Bayern. Arsenal are planning to poach on Leroy Sané. What do you guys think about it? Are you excited? Are you for Arsenal bringing Leroy Sané into the club? Is it the quality of player we need? And no, we cannot doubt his experience, right? We saw what he did to us in the Champions League. The skill set are still there, right? But it can be very inconsistent sometimes. Then plus the injury record, and sometimes he gets homesick. I understand he has a good relationship with Mikel Arteta. That should not be the bane why we are going to sign a player just because he has a good relationship with Mikel Arteta. I think, will it match the quality we need to move our team forward? Will it be available? Those are, for me, the prerequisite for us signing players these days, not just having good relationship with Arteta. So I know that's a media narrative, but I don't really trust the signing. But like I said, I am not the manager, and I trust my manager and my sporting director. If they think it's good enough, what more can I say? Even though I still do not want him, but if they think it's good enough, guys, will you be actually excited by this signing? Let me know in the comment section. I would like to know you guys' opinion regarding potential signing of Leroy Sané. Nothing is imminent regarding this. Let me put it out there. This potential signing is not imminent, but the rumors are there that Arsenal are looking at him, especially if he doesn't sign a new contract with Bayern. Arsenal are planning to pounce on it. So let me know what you think. I'm not too excited about it, but I'll take it, provided you provide the required squad depth, because we are going to play a lot of matches this coming season. We have to get the right squad depth. It is very, very imperative we get the right squad depth. So I can see why Arsenal are trying to secure the potential deal for Leroy Sané. So those are the news we've discussed. Nketiah potentially leaving for Marseille. Arsenal and Marseille still argue over the fee. Let me know what you think about that in the comment section. We've discussed Moreno, reportedly rather, has agreed personal terms with Arsenal. So it's time for Arsenal to move and discuss terms with Real Sociedad. I think this deal will get done. It's looking like that. Even though he was offered a deal by Real Sociedad, he hasn't signed it for the last 1 year. It shows that the player is interested in coming to England, coming to join the Arsenal project. I like the fact that players these days, right, are interested in the Arsenal project. That is very, very refreshing. Gone as those days. Shout out to Mr. Gunnar Maestro. Peace. Shout out to you. Peace to you too. Gone are those days we had to overly convince players. We heard what Ricardo Calafiri said in his interview with he granted to the club and Sky Sport. Arsenal did not need too much convincing for him to buy into the project. Like I've been saying for the last 1 year, if you look at the trajectory of our team, you cannot tell me we're not destined for success, just success, sustainable success and trophies. Do not fall for the waffle of the opposition fans. What have you won in the last 2 years? What have you won? If you want a sustainable success, not just a flash in the pan, there has to be a build up to it. Look at the quality we have of defenders we have. Look at the quality of the midfield. Look at the quality we still have in the attack. People were shouting, Kai is a flop, but look at the numbers it ended with, even though it's a flop. Jesus is horrible, but look at the impact of Jesus in the team. And I'm very, very sure I'm still going to add an attacking player. I might not know the name of the attacking player we're going to add, but if you look at from our goalkeeper to our defenders to the midfield to our attackers, it's just a matter of time. It's a matter of when the trophies are inevitable. The trophies are inevitable. So, reasonable Arsenal fans, I'm just speaking to reasonable Arsenal fans. I'm not speaking to unreasonable Arsenal fans who want to be triggered, because there are some set of Arsenal fans who just enjoy to be triggered. Because, trust me, football is tribalistic and opposition fans will trigger you. But reasonable Arsenal fans can see that if you look at our trajectory, it is destiny for success. We have better defenders right now, objectively, than Manchester City. Now, they might have won the league last four times. They are not winning this league this coming year. That's my personal opinion. You can call me arrogant, but my arrogance is fueled with objectivity of what I'm looking at, what we are building. I am telling you, we are going to win trophies very, very soon, emphatically, and be sustained. Not just win trophy 1 year and fall off. No, we're going to be able to sustain our period, our golden era, where we win trophies and back to back and back to back. So I'm not concerned by the low IQ, low level, bad-fitted conversation of opposition fans who are always saying, "Oh, Man U won a Carling Cup and an FA Cup, had a better season than us that came second." You must be out of your mind. Compare the prize money of winning the Carling Cup or the FA Cup plus coming second. Come on, coming second is much more of a prize than winning a trophy. I'm not saying we should not win a trophy, right? We have to apply the right context. Let's not be stupid. When you come second, automatically you're in the Champions League. The FA Cup doesn't get to the Champions League automatically. The Carling Cup doesn't get to the Champions League. So let's not. Now, I'm not saying we should relegate those trophies. I think this time we should build enough squad depth for us to go far and win the Carling Cup and the FA Cup. I understand we have to do that. But when you're having these conversations, can we just be sensible and be smart about it? So I am looking forward to this coming season with so much excitement. Let's not forget today we play against Liverpool in our last preseason friendly. Arsenal against Liverpool. I just hope we actually come out unscathed with no injuries. Let's just play the game. I just want a good performance. The result is secondary. I will take a fantastic result too against Liverpool any day, anytime. But I don't want a fantastic performance. Let's give players playing time and fitness minutes, and let's see how it goes. Right, we have no injuries. I am fine with wherever result comes out, and we have a good performance. I am fine with that. So, guys, let me know in the comment section what to think about all the topics we've discussed, from the preseason to Leroy SANE potentially, Arsenal looking at him potentially. If he doesn't agree a deal with Bayern, Arsenal might swoop in. What do you think? Let me know in the comment section about Leroy SANE. Let me know about what you think about Marseille making an offer to sign Nketiah, 20 million euros. That looks very small. But like I said earlier, provided we put in a substantial sell-on clause, 20 million is not small. Sometimes we have to play the long game. You have to play the long game. Let's not just be triggered and say, oh, 20 million for Nketiah is too small. I get it on the surface level. It looks very small. but if put in a substantial sell-on clause, like the 50% sell-on clause, you still make up the difference later, because we can't afford to keep on keeping players who are not useful to us at the moment. The fact that Nketiah is not useful to us at the moment doesn't make a bad player. He's still a quality player. Just for what we are building right now and the level of Arsenal right now, he's not what we need. But if he goes to Marseille, I believe Nketiah will tear it up at Marseille. And lastly, Moreno has agreed terms with us, so it's time for us to negotiate rest of that, and let's see how fast and how progressive this deal can be rounded up. So let me know in the comment section, what do you guys think? Are you excited? Are you happy? Are you happy with the way the club is doing their things? Not too slow, not too fast, but with the right pace. Let me know in the comment section. So guys, if you are new to my channel, please do not forget to like the video. It's very imperative you guys like the video. Make sure you subscribe. You're here to subscribe. It's very, very important. And lastly, turn on your notification bell so that you can get notified when I go live or when I drop pre-recorded content on the channel. One more time, like the video, subscribe, and make sure you turn on your notification bell so you can get notified when we go live or we drop pre-recorded content. So thank you very much for spending your time with me. I really appreciate you. Shout out to comments from Mr. Efosa and Mr. Ghana Maestro. Shout out to you, and the rest of you for joining me this early morning. Shout out to you. So guys, hopefully we'll have a bright and fantastic day in our individual endeavors, and let's keep supporting Arsenal. If you're an Arsenal fan, you're not an Arsenal fan, keep supporting the team you support. Regardless, we know football is tribalistic, right? But we can still be objective to discuss certain things. So keep supporting the channel, like the video one more time, subscribe, turn on your notification bell, and I will see you guys on the next one. Bye for now.